G'day folks, and welcome to another edition of Gormo's Shed. This week what we're going to look at is something for the new members especially, and it's a way of navigating through the forum, especially uploading pictures and videos and making a post. It's probably the most difficult thing to do, even though it's fairly easy, but once you understand how it all works, well, I think that you'll find it's quite easy. So we'll have a look at it on the computer and see what you think of it. So here we go.
Okay folks, now before we do any posting of photographs and videos, we need to prepare the photos, especially for upload onto the forum, and there are size limitations that we must adhere to save space on the forum. Now there is information about the size in the upload area, which we'll come back to later, and you can see that it specifies that the photo type should be the GIF, PNG or JPEG file type, and that a reasonable size, 0.5 meg, is adequate. So what we'll do now is we'll have a look at some of my photos that I'm going to prepare for upload, and you'll see why 0.5 meg is considerably different to what I've actually taken on my camera. Now these are photos that have been directly loaded into my computer from my camera, and you can see as I hover over them that it shows the size, which is 4032 by 2272 in this case, and the size is 1.44 megabytes. Well, that's about 3 times the size of what's really acceptable on the forum. So they're all roughly around the same sort of size, and so what I do is prepare these photos before I upload them so that they're of a proper size. So we'll have a look at that. Now, to prepare my photos, folks, I have this program here called Faststone Image Viewer 5.5, and it is an image manipulation program, but I basically use it to change the size of my photos, and it's quite a simple process, and I can do quite a few at once. And the ones that I was just looking at in the file before are in this group here, and they're still quite large files. Well, let's just find out where they start. I think this is the first one here actually. Anyway, we'll try, let's see, we'll start from here. No, we won't. We'll start from here. So what I do, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 photographs here, and so I've selected the first one, which is that one, which is quite big, and then we'll go to, I'll hold the shift key down and click the last one, and that has selected all those photos in one go. I then go up to Tools, up to here, and Batch Convert Selected Images. So it loads them into its conversion section, which is over here. It's listing those photos there. Now what it will do, I've gone into advanced options here, and I've designated what size I want the pictures to be. I've set this up previously, so you can put the width in here. About 1,000 pixels wide is a good size, and the height will follow naturally behind if you select preserve the aspect ratio there. So that'll just transfer the picture exactly as it is, but at a smaller size. So you have to set that up before you do it. You also have to determine where you want the converted pictures to go. So you've got to find a file on your a folder, I suppose, on your system where you want these things to go. And I've set all that up before, so I've got destinations for these things, and I know how to find them. Now, when you're set to go, you just click on Convert, and away it goes. It's processing now, as you can see, working away. Now you can see up here as it's working, folks, the old size was on this one was 1151 kilobytes. It's dropped it down to 396 kilobytes, and that's 34% of what it used to be, and you've saved 756 kilobytes and so on. Now it's done all those photos that I selected, and when it's finished, you just click on Done down the bottom there, and they will be put into the area that you selected, the file, the folder you selected, and they'll be ready for upload when you are. Now in my case, I have an area on this program where they will be stored, and it's multi-layer because I've got so many things on here, and they will be in this section here. And there they are at the end. Now you can see that picture before was showing 4032, now it's 1024 by 577, and that's quite an acceptable size. And you can see it's 0.59 megapixels, and it's only 543 kilobytes, 444 kilobytes, 467, so it's within the acceptable limits for the forum. Now folks, if you want to upload videos, you've got to do it through YouTube, so you need to have yourself a YouTube channel that you can use. And if you do, you're probably fairly familiar with how things work on there. And to upload a video to the forum, you need to select the video that you want to use, and we'll do this one. That's the last one I did. So now it doesn't even have to open the video, we'll just stop it there. Now all you have to do is copy, right click and copy this address in the address bar here, and that can be pasted into the reply section of the forum, and you can use it to put in a link to the video. You can also use it to put a video screen actually in the post itself. So we'll move on back to the forum now, and we'll start adding some things into a post. We'll do a test run. Now folks, there's two ways that you can upload pictures to the forum. I'm going to show you the easiest way, I think, first, and that is, firstly you have to be logged in, and when you're logged in you go to Upload to Gallery, click on that, and that will open up this area here that we looked at before, that shows the size of the photos and also the file types, etc., that are acceptable. Now all you have to do is scroll down a bit and you select the file to upload. So you click on Browse, and this opens up your system, and as I say, mine's in multiple layers, so I've got to go and find those pictures on my system here, and we're getting very close now. It's down near the bottom here somewhere. Now, where are we? Yes, 3319 number 2, that's one of them, that's the first one. So I click on that and click Open, and you can see that it loads the file number in there next to Browse, and then we move down to the next one, follow the same process again. So we're looking for 3320, sorry, 3320, there it is. Click on that, open, that's in. Now we're looking for 21, 21, and the next one is 22, 22. Oh, there's two of those. Well, that'll do. And last one, 23. 23, where are you? There we are. 23. Now you can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. You can do 5 in one go. Okay, so you can click on upload, and it will start processing those, and it will load those into your gallery on the forum. Now if you need to upload more than 5 photos, once the system has uploaded these 5, you can then come back to upload again and continue on until you finish doing whatever you have to do. So this is working away at the moment. It's a little bit slow tonight, but hopefully we'll get there, and there we are. It's put them all in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There they are. Okay, now to add those to a post, you would have to go back into the forum proper, and what we'll do, folks, here is we'll use my topic as an example. I don't want to stuff up anyone else's work, so this is my Great Chesterford Junction here, and the last post was by Paul. So we'll just go into there, and all I'll do is click on reply. I do have to do some replies in there as well, by the way, but we'll do that later on. And so I'll have to set this up so other people know what's going on. So I'll just type in here, don't reply to this post. Don't know what happened there, folks. Hit a wrong button. I'm always doing that. Big fingers, I guess. Okay. Now, those photos that we uploaded, if I wanted to upload one into this post now, I would just simply go up to G here, which is for gallery, click on the G, select the photo that I want to use. We'll say that one, for example. Click on that, and it puts it in the post. Now you can see I've just hit the back key there. What I like to do in this system is to have that photograph 2 hits on the enter key below the text, and that keeps it at a good space. For some reason you need to hit enter twice to get a gap of 1 line between the text and a photo, or text and text. That's just the way the system seems to work. Now if I wanted to add another photo below that one, I'll use the down arrow key to scroll to the very bottom here, and then I'll hit enter twice, which creates that gap again. I'll go back up to my gallery. I'll put in this photo here. It loads it in immediately, and I'll hit enter again just to create another gap there. Now to see how I'm going, how it's all looking, I'll scroll down the preview and have a look at it. Seems to be okay. There's a reasonable gap between the photos there. Everything looks fine. So if it's not fine, you can just go back into this posting area and you can change it if you need to. If you've made a spelling mistake or the spacing's not right, you can just go back in and change it. Now for example, if I wanted to put some text in above this photo, I can do that just by moving the cursor there. Quite simple. Now where I'm finished there, I'll just hit enter twice and it creates that gap. And now we can have a look in the preview area just to see what it looks like again. And you can see there's a nice gap between the photos and the text. Now when we've finished, it's just, if you're happy with everything you've done there, you've checked it in your preview, you think everything's fine, ready to go, all you have to do is click on post reply, and that will be placed into the topic that you're replying to. Now we've mentioned that there's also another way to upload photos into your post. You don't have to go through the process that I mentioned before. You can do it this way that I'm going to show you. I think really it's not as efficient as the other method, but then again it might be okay for you if you want to use that, you know, just for the odd occasion where you're putting a photo in. So what we'll do is we'll just create a space to put it in. So you can see I've got the cursor next to shed there, so I'll just go 2 spaces down, 2 hits of the enter key. Now all you have to do is go to gallery, and you're presented with your photos there. Now if your photo is not there, if you actually forgot to upload one from your computer, you can just go to browse here at the bottom and you can find that elusive photo that you forgot to upload, and my thumbnails will pop up here eventually. Here they are. Now where are we? I think I'll go for the very last one here, 3326. Can't even say it. So we'll open that and then we click upload. So the thing with this side of it, folks, is you can only do one at a time. That's why I said the other system is more efficient. So there it is there, it's just popped in there, and we click on that and it whacks it in where I created that space. Now it's actually left a reasonable gap to the next one, but again we can go and check it in the previous section just to make sure everything looks alright, and that seems to be fine. Yep, that seems to be fine. Good spacing there, that's fine. Okay, now we mentioned videos before. Now on this forum some people are using Mac computers, and some folks have trouble actually viewing some of the videos that I've put up in here. So I also put in a link to videos as well as the little TV screen in the post as well. So we can follow a similar procedure to what we were doing with the photos here, folks, but we'll what we'll do is we'll create a space to put the videos in. So we'll get clear of these photos here with a couple of taps on the enter key. Now if you want to put in a link to a video, there's a couple of ways you can do it. The first way is remember that we copied the location of our video from the address bar there. We've still got that in the memory. So you can quite simply just right click where your cursor is and click on paste, and it puts in the actual link for that video. Now if we again have a look at the previous screen, it should show that as a highlighted link. There we are there. Now if you were to click on that link, that will take you to the video. That's a simple way to do a link to a video. There is another way if you want to have control over what sort of text is showing there as a link. We'll create that space again just below that one, and up here see the thing that looks like a chain? Insert link. So the first thing you do is right click in the address bar there, click on paste. Now I usually use the back arrow key to sort of just check that nothing's duplicated there, everything looks fine. Okay, now that's the link to the video, so we click OK, and then you can describe this link if you wish to. For this purposes of this video, we'll just call it demo video. You can call it what you like, but that's what we'll show. And then you click OK, and if we have a look, it's down there as demo video, and that will also take you to this same location here. Now if you want to have the TV screen side of things in your post as well, all you have to do is click on this YouTube icon here. Just click on that, and then you right click, paste in your link, click OK, and it puts this text in down the bottom of the screen here. And you think, well crikey, what's that? Well, it won't show you anything until you go to the preview screen. So if you click on the preview screen, and we'll scroll down and have a look, it should have that TV. There we are. That's the TV screen there. So you've got your standard pasted in link. You've got the link that you created in with the little chain icon, where you determine what text goes in there, and of course you've got your TV screen. Okay folks, I'm happy to go with that now, and I want to put that as a post. So I'll just go down a couple of hits on the enter key again and use my usual sign off, which is cheers Gormo, and whack that in, and then all we have to do is go down to post reply, click on it, and Bob's your uncle. It should go in eventually, and you can see it turns up below Paul's reply there. Now this is going to pop up on the front of the forum, and the guys are going to wonder what's going on here, but anyway, it doesn't matter. We've explained what's going on, so it's as simple as that. Now if we go back to the front of the forum, that should be up the top of the page, and here it is here, Great Chesterford Junction, and it's been done by me, Gormo. And if I click on that, there it is, it's in there. So we'll get back to the front of the page again, the front of the forum I should say. So there you are folks. I mean, it's a little bit fiddly, it's not terribly difficult when you look at it like that, and of course your gallery stays there all the time, so if you need to go back and use some of your pictures, you can find out where they are there. If we look at view my gallery, you can see that there's a number of pages listed here. So if I click on that one, it takes me to page 2, which is some other stuff I've put up, and you know, we can go up to the last page if we want to, the very last page, and there's quite a few of them, which is a crane that I built at one stage. So they're all there for you folks. You can just keep using them if you want to in various posts. It's up to you, or you can delete them or whatever. You can actually give them a label down here if you want to as well. I don't really bother with that stuff, but I just whack the pictures into the posts. So that's all there is to it, and yeah, it's a bit intimidating when you first come on and working out how to do some of this stuff, but we're all here to help you. So if you have any problems with anything, just give myself or any of the other moderators a yell, and we'd be more than happy to help you out. Okay, cheers, Gormo.